Hello, my name's Julie Williams. I'm a registered migration agent with Migration Downunder, and I'm here today to talk about the Subclass 300 visa, which is the Prospective Marriage Visa, often also known more colloquially as the fiancé visa. Now, who's this visa for and what's it intended for? Well, it's for people that wish to get married and are not necessarily living together. Maybe you're separated by country, your Australian sponsor is here in Australia and you are overseas and you're unable to get a visa to come to Australia, but you've got a genuine desire to get married within the validity of the visa grant. Well, the Subclass 300 visa is for you. The processing of the Subclass 300 visa is quite lengthy at the moment due to the demand and also the government's processing priorities. So you can expect to wait a minimum of 12 months for the 300 visa to be finalised. Now, the basic criteria or eligibility for a 300 visa, you have to have met together in person. So the Australian citizen or the Australian permanent residency that's seeking to sponsor you as the applicant offshore, you must have met together. It doesn't matter where, but it must be done in person at least once. You also need to marry within the validity of the visa. Now, the visa is generally granted for 9 months. However, since COVID, it has been granted for at least 12 months. That visa, once it's granted, what does it allow you to do? Well, it allows you to have full work rights here in Australia. It allows you to travel in and out of Australia on that 300 visa, and it allows you to get married with your fiancé. You don't necessarily have to marry here in Australia, but once the Subclass 300 visa is granted, you do have to enter Australia at least once on that visa before you can get married. And then once you do get married and you're here in Australia, you then can lodge a Subclass 820 on the basis that you are married with your Australian citizen or Australian permanent resident partner. The 300 visa is often a good opportunity for those that cannot live together or cannot be together in the same country. Maybe the Australian citizen, permanent resident, cannot go and live in the country where you are because of work, because of visa restrictions, a variety of reasons. And you as the visa applicant may be in a destination or your circumstances may prevent you from applying for another type of visa to allow you entry into Australia to then be able to get married. So the Subclass 300 visa is a very good option. It also then allows you, as I said, once you are married, to be able to submit your more permanent visa application to continue to remain here in Australia. So what will happen if you're here in Australia and your 300 visa is close to expiry? As long as you lodge the second stage, the 820 visa based on your marriage before the expiry of the 300, you'll get what's called a bridging visa, and that will allow you to remain permanently here in Australia whilst that visa is being processed. And it can take some time. The only thing you don't get access to on the 300 visa is access to our national healthcare scheme, which is Medicare, but you do get access to that once you've lodged a Subclass 820. Here at Migration Downunder, we've been working with a number of clients from all around the world for Subclass 300s. We've got in-house specialised experienced migration agents, particularly in the area of Subclass 300 and partner visas. So don't hesitate in getting in touch if you'd like to know more, have more information, or possibly allow us to help you with the lodgement of your application. All the details are in our website, migrationdownunder.com.